Hi, you're watching Brioche Knit Tips. I'm Zandy from Sew I Make Stuff, and in this video I'm going to show you the Brioche 3 to 5 stitch increase. Here's my swatch showing the Brioche 3 to 5 stitch increase. What's happening in this swatch is you're taking 3 stitches right there and decreasing them just as you would in a Brioche unwrapped decrease. And into that decrease, you're doing a Brioche 4 stitch increase. So you're making that stitch back into 5. Overall, you're only increasing 2 stitches, but it definitely has a dramatic look to it. It is a little bit hard to do, but once you get used to it, it's worth the effort. In a written pattern, you'll see this instruction, but in a chart, you'll see this symbol. You'll notice that it's more than 1 unit wide. It's actually 5 units wide. That's because this increase ends with 5 stitches. So it takes up that many boxes in a chart. See how it combines the 2 symbols that mean Brioche unwrapped decrease and Brioche 4 stitch increase? That's a big clue of how it's done. Now, if you haven't tried those stitches yet, you're going to want to go back and look at those videos before you start this and just try those out so that you get a feel for them, because it's not going to be much harder, but it's definitely more complicated than doing either of those alone. I'm ready to demo this, so I'm excited to show you what it looks like. Let's get going. I've cast on my swatch and worked a few rows of plain 2-color brioche stitch, and now I am in a row where I'm ready to begin my demo. It's a light colored row with the right side facing me, so it's a knit row. So as I work across, I'm doing brioche knit, slip 1 yarn over, brioche knit, slip 1 yarn over, and now I'm ready to do my brioche 3 to 5 stitch increase. So remember, this stitch is worked into 3 stitches at once. In order to do that, we actually have to do something pretty much exactly like our brioche unwrapped decrease. So to begin, we're going to slip the first stitch knitwise and the second stitch knitwise. That means through the front loop. Now, with the tip of my left needle, I'm going to grab these 2 dark colored wraps and slip them back through the front loop like this. So I've slipped those back. Now, I have 1 stitch here that's light colored and 3 dark colored wraps. Into those stitches, all of them at once, I am going to do a brioche 4 stitch increase, okay? So I'm going to knit into those, but don't slip them off the left-hand needle, yarn over, knit into them again without slipping them off the left-hand needle, yarn over, and then the final time, knit into those stitches, this time slipping them off the needle to complete that increase. But remember, we've already started a decrease and we've got 1 stitch hanging over there, the light color, that hasn't been dealt with yet. So I'm simply going to pass that over all 5 of the stitches that we've just made to finish this increase. Now you can see those 2 stitches, those 2 light color stitches coming together with 1 in between, and then out of that decrease, 5 stitches are increased. So I'm just going to continue on with my row as I normally would. And then I'm going to start the next row. Now, like in all brioche increases, it's going to be a little bit different than the normal row when we get over the increase. So I am doing my brioche purl, slip 1 yarn over, brioche purl, slip 1 yarn over, brioche purl, right? And then I can see pretty clearly when I get to the increase, and I'm going to do my slip 1 yarn over, then the next stitch, there's no wrap, so it's just a plain purl, and then slip 1 yarn over, purl, slip one yarn over, and then I'm back into the row instructions. I'm back to brioche purl, slip one yarn over, brioche purl, and so on until I'm done with my row. Now I'm going to work a few more rows, and then I'll show you what this looks like so that you can see the result at the end. Here you can see that now that I have done a few more rows, the decrease, increase pattern is very clear. And it kind of has a gathering effect right there in the middle, where those 3 stitches come together and then become 5. It's a very distinctive look, and it's really great along a decorative edge or in other projects where you might want to get almost a cable effect, but without having anything crossing over something else. Instead, they just come together and then split apart. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. Remember that if you had trouble with any of the components, you can always look at my other brioche knit tips videos to get a foundation and start from something a little bit easier. If you did end up liking this stitch and you use it in a project, take a picture and let me know so that I can see what you've done. It's always really great to see what other people come up with once they have access to some of these unusual stitches. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.